Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you some new stuff that I recently learned in EzGen that I didn't get to show you guys last time. So when you open up EzGen, you're going to get this basic layout here, and it's going to be on the grid tab. So the first thing you want to look at is divisions. It's the amount of detail that's going to go into your map. If you look at the boxes in the grid right here, it'll change. If I double this up to 24 by 24 and hit apply, you can now see that the boxes are much smaller, so that your map will be more detailed when you use the modifier. However, I wouldn't want to go too crazy with it. Say if you did like 48 by 48, that would be really FPS extensive, so I wouldn't want to do that. So 24 and 24 is something usually good to go with, or you can keep it default and go by 12 by 12. And now the widths tab right here, widths, that's basically the size of your map. So by default it's 3072 by 3072. If we want to double the size of that, which would be 6144 by 6144, you can see your map is much larger now. Or if you wanted to make like a CTF style, keep it 3072 by 6144, and you can see that it's like a rectangle now, so it gives you that CTF flavor to it. Division widths, I haven't really messed with it. You can do that on your own. Max height, you can do that. All the stuff, I didn't learn that yet. So moving on, modifiers. Well, it's gonna go with a hill here. Now to move it around, control left click, whatever. So if you want to increase the height of your work area, hold control, right click, and drag up, and you can increase the height just like that, and bring it back down as well. If you want to increase the area of your work area, hold shift, right click, and drag. As you can see, the area gets much larger, and then you can increase the height like that as well. So that's pretty useful, so you don't have to mess with the basic work area that it gives you. So let's add textures here. Just pick a random color besides black. Go to textures, add folder. It's in my other directory here. Gonna pick a random texture, something that will look good. Let's do this ugly green thing. We render this out. You can notice that each texture is rendered in each box on the grid. So if you don't want that, you go to textures, zoom in, or zoom 1:1 will give you 1:1 ratio. And as you can see, it's a much more fluent, natural look to it. And if you want to kill the grid lines on this, just go to this thing right here. It's just frames none, and take that off. And as you can see, it's almost one fluent texture, but it's a lot better looking than it was before. And if you want to change that for whatever reason, you can do zoom in, zoom out, etc. We just keep it 1:1 ratio. Oh yeah, and as I was showing you the grid lines, you could turn on quads, you could turn on triangles, or you could just keep it off. Whatever you want, you can do it on your own. And I think the last thing here is the palette box. If you just click anywhere on the palette, and there you go, you zoom in with the mouse wheel, or use the show drop down box, do all, and you just mess with these until you find one that you can work with. I usually don't work with too many textures here, so I keep it here, because 4 textures, I don't really go more than 4 textures. If you have to, do 0.15, and you know, you can see what you're working with here. And then check off show texture if available. That's very helpful, so you know what you're working with if you got this on. but whatever. Let's see what else was there now. Yep, I think that was about it. Peace.